When I first came to Monash College, I found studying here different and hard. But my teachers showed me how to become a critical thinker by studying in a more active and dynamic way. To achieve this, I use a framework to help me develop my critical thinking skills. In this framework, there are 4 stages: zoom out, zoom in, connect, and respond. In each stage, there are questions to help me think critically about the reading and listening texts I use in my studies. I'm doing an assignment now. I have to make a poster about an issue in Australia. My topic is deforestation. How about I show you how I use the framework with the journal article I'm using for my assignment? Then you can see how it's done and try it yourself in the future. In this case, I'm using a reading text, but I do the same thing with listening text as well. Before I do detailed reading, I follow the first stage of the framework, zoom out. This reminds me of my purpose for reading or listening and gives me an overview of the text. I ask myself these questions. What is your purpose? My purpose for reading is to find information about deforestation in Australia to include in my poster. What is the topic? The topic of this text is deforestation, an environmental problem in Eastern Australia. What do you already know about this topic? Well, I know there is deforestation in China. Some animals have become extinct. Who's the author or presenter? The authors are professors, so they're experts in this field. They're working for a university, so they probably didn't have a bias or hidden agenda when writing this text. What is the source? The article is from an academic journal, so I think it is reliable and suitable for my assignment. What is the structure? To see the structure, I'll skim the text and look at the subheadings. This helps me to locate relevant information and identify the genre of the text. After zooming out, it's time to zoom in for closer reading or listening. This is when I think about the main ideas and details of the text. I ask myself, does the author have a stance? The word is shows the authors are convinced of this idea. The words will likely lead to show the authors believe there is a strong possibility that animals will become extinct in the future. The author's language choices show their view on this topic. They believe that deforestation is a big problem for Australia. What are the main ideas? People cut down trees for farming and natural resources, and this is bad because it destroys the land and animal habitats. What research did she or he do? How do you know this? The in-text references and reference list show the authors have done research and used many reliable sources. This makes the text academic. Why and how were the sources used? For example, the statistics prove that deforestation is having a negative impact. What is the author's purpose? I can see from the abstract that the authors wanted to investigate whether deforestation is a significant problem in Eastern Australia. Who is the intended audience? This is an academic article, so the main audience is students, academics, and environmental scientists. After zooming in, it's time to connect the new ideas from the text with the world and my own experiences. I start connecting ideas by asking myself, is the author's argument or position convincing? Yes, the ideas are logical, and the authors have enough evidence to support their arguments. What have you learned? I didn't know that deforestation is a problem in Eastern Australia. I now know that koalas are losing habitats and the land is deteriorating. Are the ideas similar or different to what you have read before? There are some similarities between Australia and my country. Both have serious environmental problems. I wonder what we can do about it. Do you have any related personal examples? Well, my hometown has problems with air pollution, but people are starting to take action. I contribute by planting trees in my area. How is this relevant to the world today? Environmental issues are everywhere in the world. If we look around us, we can see how the environment is changing and causing various problems. The final stage of the critical thinking model is respond. This stage is about using new information and developing ideas. When I respond, I first summarize the main and useful ideas of the text. Then I ask myself, what are the strengths and weaknesses of the text? The strengths are that it clearly and logically explains effects of deforestation. I can use some of these ideas and statistics in my poster. However, it doesn't present any possible solutions, so I'll need to do more research for my poster. Do you agree or disagree? How can you use the information in this text? I've chosen 3 main effects of deforestation, and I'll paraphrase them for my poster. I can also quote the statistics to provide evidence. Now you've seen how I use the 4 stages of the critical thinking framework to help me think more deeply and broadly when using a text. So, the next time you need to read, listen, speak, or write, follow the 4 stages to develop your critical thinking. It will help you improve your academic skills and have a better understanding of the world.